I was living in my car. I had no money, showered at the Y, with everything that could possibly go wrong just go wrong. But I knew that within me was such power and greatness that I could not deny. No circumstance and disappointment could stop me from unleashing the secret hero inside me. And I did. This program will help you realize who you truly are and release the greatest value to the world. I am Steph Carse, and this is the secret hero. This episode is really about understanding how to overcome anything. But it first starts by understanding that you're not alone. In fact, we're never alone, no matter what problem we're facing. You and your family may be going through some bad times, and you may not feel like telling anyone because you may feel shy about it, don't want to talk about it, you may feel ashamed. Whatever it is, who knows? But at that moment comes a little voice in your head that says, don't tell anyone. Keep this to yourself. No one will understand it anyway. They'll think it's weird, and they might just judge you or laugh at you. If you listen to that small but persistent voice, the one thing for sure you will start feeling is that you're alone. And that feeling is very destructive and certainly not true. That feeling can lead you to make bad decisions, to withdraw from your friends, even withdraw from those you love. Now, how can you deal with that feeling? Or better yet, how do we deal with the small voice? Let me share with you a story. This is an old Indian legend. It's called the Two Wolves. One evening, an old Cherokee told his grandson about a battle that goes inside people's head. He said, "My son, the battle is between two wolves inside all of us. One is evil, always angry, mean, jealous, greedy, self-pity. And the other is good, filled with joy, peace, hope, kindness, generosity, and speaks the truth. And he has compassion and faith." The grandson thought about it for a minute and then asked his grandpa, "Well, Grandpa, which wolf wins?" The old Cherokee replied, "The one you feed the most." In other words, the one you pay the most attention to. What about you? What do you pay attention to? What are you feeding your mind with? Who do you follow on social media? Are you feeding yourself with negative or positive words? Whatever you feed the most will grow. Whatever you feed the less will starve and die. Earlier, I said that there are things we can do to overcome situations, no matter what they are. Sometimes simply by changing our words, changing our choices, who we hang out with can make a huge impact. But certain situations are difficult to overcome, yet not impossible. Let me share with you the story of David and Jackie Siegel.
Have you ever lost a child? When I lost my 18-year-old daughter to a drug overdose in 2016, I felt like my whole world crumbled.
What caused the death of 18-year-old Victoria Siegel?
Yes, she's the daughter of Westgate Resorts founder David Siegel and his wife Jackie Siegel. She was found dead in her family's Windermere home last month.
Nothing else seemed to matter.
It should have been me laying there, not her.
While I focused on my pain, I watched David find the strength to get up and find purpose for our daughter Victoria's death.
Enough fentanyl has come across our border in the last year that could kill every man, woman, and child in this country 10 times over. And nobody's talking about it.
He asked his executives to take care of the company that he so loved and built for over 40 years, because now he had to use every breath he had left to make sure that no other child died the way she did. We created Victoria's Voice Foundation.
The Victoria's Voice.
We've saved thousands of lives through our efforts. We're going to save thousands more.
I want to spend the rest of my life to save lives. And that's all that me and my husband care about right now.
It is so powerful to be partnering with an organization that's really getting out there and making a difference by showing kids that being sober is cool.
I know I'll continue to work for Victoria's Voice and for our veterans.
I overdosed with pain medicines, and luckily Narcan saved me.
So we want to give beds to Victoria's Voice Foundation through Second Chance. Second Chance is meant to provide a safe place for treatment.
What I really love about the message and the work that Victoria's Voice does is that they're educating kids, teaching kids early on about the dangers of opioids and addiction. They've just done a famously fantastic job with it.
We're so fortunate to be joined by Jackie last summer at the University of Florida and by Michael at our winter camp. This is not the first organization to combat addiction and substance abuse. Victoria's Voice is doing it better.
Victoria's Voice!
Drugs kill dreams and drugs are killing our babies. 90% of all addiction begins between the ages of 7 and 17. This is where we have a chance to reach our children.
The work that Victoria's Voice is doing is crucial. I struggle to stop, and it is incredibly difficult. From my own experience, one of the most important parts of this is to show them that they have a support system.
I feel like there's so much passion and so much heart behind this foundation, and it's going to impact a lot of people's lives.
One pill can kill needs to be the mantra that we need to break through to our children, because it's happening all over the state. And that is what is so wonderful about Victory Clubs and what the Seagulls have done, because they're trying to engage children in a way that is attractive and fun and exciting for them, so that they believe they are part of the solution.
We need to come together, not with a party label, not as Democrats and Republicans, but as Americans, as community members, to stem this public health crisis. That's why, together with Congressman French Hill, I introduced the Preventing Overdoses and Saving Lives Act.
While it seems like we have done so much, we have not done enough. We continue to lose our children at a faster rate than ever before. How many kids died of an overdose in your community last month? Do you know their names? We can no longer pretend this is not happening. Even if the news doesn't show that it is, we just need to look around. We need to work harder, we need to work faster, and we need your help at a level of commitment that allows us to fight every day for our kids, for your children and grandchildren.
So in David and Jackie's situation, you saw that it seemed impossible to overcome the loss of their daughter from a drug overdose. But the way they are overcoming it is by devoting their time making sure that you know about the danger of drugs, that you know where drugs can lead you. You are now being educated because of what they had to overcome. If you are in a bad situation today, first understand that you're not alone. And your solution may be to talk to someone who can really help. I know now that you have learned a lot of things. On the last episode, we will talk about how to keep that newfound power in your hands and become that secret hero.